Everybody loves a good show, and the after party is where we celebrate that show. Imagine that life is the show.
Join us, Tam and Porschia, at the after party where we'll celebrate life, the good, the bad,
and the ugly. This is where things get real, because that's life, and we're going to keep it real.
And if you want to laugh, cry, and be real, this is the show for you.
Come party with us.
Hey, Tam.
Hey, Porschia. Hey, party goers.
Hey, y'all. How you doing?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Listen, another good one for you guys today.
Period.
We are going to be discussing more. Anyone? Are you willing to wait for your more? Are you willing to wait for your more, to write a list, make a list, and know for sure, know that you know what you're looking for in a relationship?
Period. Absolutely. I'm ready.
You waiting?
I'm waiting.
Patiently?
Patiently. I don't know about the patiently part. I'm working on the patient part, but I'm waiting.
Patience is a virtue.
Yes.
That's what they say. I don't know.
Whatever they say.
What you sipping on over there today?
Oh, I got me some white wine.
Wow.
One of my favorite, Pinot Grigio. Mm-hmm. What you got over there?
You know I'm drinking a little kettle wine and tonic with a little lime. My favorite. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably should have had one more sip.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, one more. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Karaoke break. You wait for your more. You sing this song. Everything.
Did you hear?
My everything. My everything. Everything.
Period.
It's all because of you. I'm never sad in you. Yes, love my name. And you're a special way. Whenever you're around, I'm feeling this one. I'm letting it run. You are a trusted friend. You are candy friend. You take me away.
Hey.
Listen.
Come on, take me away.
That one was feeling good.
What is that? Calgon? Take me away.
Take me away.
That's what I want you to do, boo. Period.
I think it's important when we tackle this subject.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, for whomever is dealing with this weight, to sit with themselves. Do you know what you're looking for in a mate?
Mm-hmm.
What qualities you desire? You must be specific, because sometimes, you just like, Lord, I want a good man. He's a good man, Savannah.
Yes.
But you ain't said in detail what that good man should look like for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. The Lord is all right with you being specific about your prayer.
Hello?
So I've shared with you all that I have taken the time, because I was challenged by you, Porschia. I took the time to write a list. My list is called the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
The good meaning all the good qualities that I'm looking for in my forever person. The bad is the things I know I definitely do not want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The ugly is just simply referring to those superficial traits, looks, dress, those kind of things.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what does your list look like, Portia?
Well, the title of my list, I didn't have a title before on here. I just listed my positive attributes that I wanted and then my deal breakers. But I now have since titled it my more list. Okay. So it's a lot on this list, child, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid, and we have plenty of time to tackle this list.
Period. So we're gonna go through each one. So and this is not in any particular order. I want to be clear. These are just requirements that I want in my mate. But I'm just gonna start with the most important, which is a God-fearing man. Okay.
Okay.
It's necessary. I am a God-fearing woman. I need somebody that is equally invested in their relationship with the Lord, just as the way I am. And even if your relationship, how you go about it may look different than how I go about it, right? But the point is for you to have a relationship, consult the Lord in all that you do, just like I do. I need us to be on the same playing field. I need us to be with the same coach, period. Okay. Because I don't believe a man can lead me properly if he's not being led himself by the Lord.
Come on now.
So that's one of my first ones on my list. What about you, Tam?
So one of my first ones on my list is that I'm looking for a provider. And also, when you write these words down, don't let the words, you just be writing a word that you heard somebody else say. Yes. Know what it means to you. Because I know that people, when you say provider, people are immediately thinking about financial. So I'm not necessarily talking about finances. There's other things that men provide for us: safety, security, friendship. It's other things that he can provide, but he needs to be a provider.
A provider, period. I totally agree. Another thing on my list in the same vein is a leader. All right. I already said that essentially, if you're God-fearing, you're willing to be led by God, but also be willing to take the brunt of what it is to be wearing heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? So if you're going to be a leader, you need to take on that role fully. I have led enough. Okay. I don't want that position no more in my relationship. I want somebody that I can trust in and know that which way he takes us, he's doing it in excellence and for the betterment of us overall because he's a good leader. Okay. And if you know how to properly lead, baby, you're willing to follow. You're following God and you're willing to outsource and delegate and, utilize your resources. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that goes into being a leader. It's not a dictatorship. It's not you taking over and you just, whatever you say, go. No, you're willing to hear me and hear my heart and my wants and my needs and consider that and make the best decision as well. So
absolutely. Leader is also on my list, and I say all the same things that you just said. A good leader and a man that loves you. He is not just going to make arbitrary decisions for the family. He is going to consider you. He's going to consider the children if you have them. He's going to consider what this decision ultimately will produce in our lives and how it will affect everyone, what sacrifices everyone else will have to make for this decision, and he won't make those decisions lightly. And also, he'll know his strengths and his own weaknesses, and therefore, sometimes he will delegate to you or someone else to handle things that is not in his wheelhouse. So, a good leader doesn't mean that you have to take the reins on every single issue. It just simply means that when it comes time to make a decision,
yes,
you're going to make the best decision for the family.
Absolutely. Another great thing on my list, a requirement, is I want someone that is ambitious. Okay. I'm not saying that. No, I am saying that word in itself means that you are reaching to the highest of heights. There is no limitations on you. You are going for the gusto of it all. That's what I want. And whatever capacity that looks like for you specifically or our family, that's what I want. A man that has a goal in mind and he want to attack it and he don't care what roadblocks, hurdles, whatever is thrown in the way, baby. That man gonna knock it out the park every time. Okay, I need that type of energy because that's how I feel, and I feel like I will feed so well off of that because I do deal with my self-worth not being so high as it should be, thinking I don't deserve to be here or there or blah, 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 blah. I need somebody, but I do have ambition, don't get it wrong, but I let my fears and things of the world kind of like minimize me, right? So I need somebody that's going to be ambitious, like, hey, baby, you ain't nothing. We finna get this. Because I'm going to feed off of that. I'm like, hey, let's do it. We about to conquer the world. You know what I'm saying? So I need somebody like that for sure. It's a requirement.
So I didn't put ambition, but I said that I wanted someone with drive.
Yeah.
And I think that it's similar. Because, you know, at our age, maybe you're not out here trying to start a new job. Maybe that's not, you know, your desire for a new business at this age. Maybe that's not what you're trying to do. Maybe you're a little more settled. But with that, you still shouldn't be just satisfied sitting in the same position for the rest of our lives. And if you see that I am going out and getting it and trying new things and starting new businesses, hello podcast. If you see me out there doing those things, then you should be supporting me, which is another thing on my list, being supportive. But that should kick you into like overdrive. Okay, what else can I contribute? What else can I do? Is there a business that I should start? Oh, wait, she's doing a podcast. I like talking about things. Maybe I'll do a brother companion. Like whatever it is that you had in your hopes and dreams. Like, why not still seek those things? I don't want anyone that's just complacent. I mean, multi-million-dollar businesses do not become that way because somebody was complacent and just comfortable just sitting in one space.
Yes. Agreed. You got to get out here and get to it. You can't get stuck in it.
It ain't gonna just knock on your door.
Hello? Definitely ain't. I totally agree. And the next thing on my list is a caring person. And I know that seems so like simple, right? Like, you know, no, it's not as simple as you think because everybody is not caring. Everybody doesn't care about the same thing. If you are generally a caring person, you would care about everything that I have going on, everything that I care about to an extent, even if you don't care to the same level that I do, right? I think it just speaks towards, baby, back to your supportive. You being supportive enough because you care about this, I'm going to care about this. Because you do, that makes me feel like, okay, this is another way for us to connect, right? And so that's how I feel about that. I mean, it's such a simple ask, but everybody don't be being caring.
Caring is also on my list.
Okay.
And so I agree with you. If you care about me, then you're going to care about everything that's attached to me, everyone that's attached to me. You cannot like my sister, but still care for her because she's attached to me.
That part. And the same thing goes with children, which is a major reason why when you said that, I think that's why I wrote that down because that's how I feel. And my stance of not introducing anyone to my kids until I'm serious about this guy for real. Because if you care about me and you care and you notice how much I care about my children, you're going to automatically care about my children, right? Regardless if you meet them in person or not, because you see the type of mother that I am. So you're going to, like you said, care about anything that's attached to me because of that. Oh, Lord. What, Tam?
Devil's advocate, please. I have mixed emotions about waiting to introduce your children to someone.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you should wait some period of time.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long you should wait. Like you all in, you fully in love, and now you want to bring them around. And what if the kids don't like him?
Well, see, that's the thing. I think what I'm trying to avoid, and this is just me speaking from the outside of a circumstance because I've never been in this circumstance yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
This will be my first time entering this circumstance, but I would love to believe that I would be super cautious about allowing, because I'm sure we're going to have FaceTime call, phone calls. They're going to hear mommy talking to this person, knowing mommy going out. I may say the person's name. I may not for a long while because
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to get all invested in you. We be dating for 6 months, 7 months, maybe even a year. I don't know how it's gonna go. But if that was to happen and then we don't work out, and then I got my kids all invested in you, and you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't want to keep breaking their heart over and over again, especially after their heart being broken from mommy and daddy not being together. So
I definitely understand. I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong way. It's just something that I've thought about, like because of other people's story. I personally haven't had that experience. I mean, I have my kids are grown now, right? And they're very opinionated at this point in their lives. Mm-hmm. So I've dated people that they didn't care for at all since they've been adults.
Yeah.
But my kids will go along to get along. Like they don't have to be so involved. I don't have to worry about what kind of person he is because he's got to be around my young children that can't speak up for themselves. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not quite the same for me. So I get it. When they were very young, I kind of had that same. I didn't want them to see mommy dating multiple guys.
Yeah.
And all those kind of things. So I was very, very careful when I brought my ex-husband around, when he started coming around. We had been seeing each other for a little while, but I didn't wait 6 months. But I kind of knew I was already in it before 6 months.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I totally, I get that. I don't know. I would just love to believe, like, I can wait. But because I am such an involved mother, I'm the primary parent, my majority of my life revolves around my children. It would kind of be damn near impossible, especially if they have a play they're in or a competition. Like, the person I'm dating, they be like, well, I want to come. Like,
I was gonna say, if he's caring, he's gonna want to come. So how you gonna deal with that?
Sponsor.
I mean, he could sit in the back of the auditorium.
Right. It's like I don't know like you said, it's no proper. We don't know. But I just want to protect my kids at all costs, and I will hope that him being caring, that he would understand my stance with that and be willing to wait for that, but also fall in love with them via hearing me parent and hearing me interact with them and seeing how I am with them. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? There's some good girl, whatever. I mean, they can see pictures on social media. I may send them a picture or two of them. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But it's just the face-to-face interaction and them, hi, and this is mommy's friend or boyfriend. I don't know. It's freaking me out.
She's freaking out already. It hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't even happened yet. But
the right guy though will calm you in this situation. I don't think you're going to be so freaked out. I think the reason why you're freaked out is because you haven't met him yet.
Yeah.
But I think the right person will be caring.
Yes.
And he will be gentle, which is also on my list.
Ooh.
And he will take his time, and you're not gonna feel this anxious feeling. When the time is right, you're not going to feel that because he's not going to allow you to feel that.
No. Yes, I totally agree. Gentle is on my list as well. And I want someone that's going to be gentle with my babies because I am a mama bear. I'm not going to fucking play with you. do not try it. But I want you to be loving and caring and gentle with them, just like I try to be as well. Um, but that's always different when you have somebody from the outside come into your situation with your kids. But I ultimately want him to be gentle with me. I don't want a man that's gonna be abrasive and pushy and all that. I want a man that's going to be gentle in his delivery, that's going to be, soft with me, a safe place for me to land. Like that's what I need at times, right? I don't need you to be authoritative and like tough with me all the time. Sometimes I may need
a little bit of authority in there.
I said sometimes, depending on the circumstance. But the overall theme is he's a gentle man. It's nothing more attractive, and I've come across a few in my life, not for me, but just people how they describe a man and be like, oh, he's a gentle giant. Oh, he's a gentle guy. He's super nice, kind to everybody. Like, that's the type of man I want. I don't need no man to be like, yeah, I'm a man. What you mean? Like, we ain't got the hey, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm past that. I don't need that. I need a gentleman that people respect you. Even though you're gentle, they still respect you in your stature and your stance and everything. So yeah, I like it. I like it.
Me like it.
Yes. The next thing on my list is a great listener. Okay. I love it. First of all, y'all already know
That's on my list too.
Yes, y'all already know I talk too damn much. I don't care. Listen, baby, I'm gonna need you to listen to me all the time. I mean, I'm gonna listen to you too, but I'm saying, like, I need a great listener, somebody that's actively listening, somebody that's gonna take the time to hear what I'm saying, and if you lack understanding of what I'm saying, that you're willing to repeat back to me to gain greater understanding, and willing to just, you know what I'm saying, fill in the gaps with me in that space, like, and hear my heart above all. Even if you feel like I'm giving you attitude or whatever, I don't, that's not the intention or I plan to do such things, but life be life and things happen, right? So we're still processing how to be with each other. So I need you to listen to, again, my heart and what the pure intentions that is behind it, opposed to what you may be seeing sometimes in front of you, right? I'm gonna need you to listen to me when I talk about different circumstances that I have experienced in the past, and you hear the bottom line of what I'm saying, opposed to what I'm showing you on the surface at the moment, right? And I need you to be so great at listening, okay? That when you hear me say just a few words, you like, oh, I know a move, I know something off, something ain't right, what's going on here, blah, blah. You can read me up and down, baby, okay? Like, that's what I need.
Right. I like that. Listener, as I said, that's on my list as well, because I have been in relationships where I didn't feel heard. I didn't feel understood. And that to me is a symptom of something else, sometimes of their own selfishness or just lack of understanding. But I no longer want to be in that type of space. I want to be able to express myself and be heard and understood. And if you don't understand, that you're willing to take the time that's needed to understand, to ask the right questions, to get to the bottom of things with me, and that every conversation is not an argument.
And know the difference. Like, listen to comprehend, not to respond all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a skill. It really is. So
it is a skill. But you have to want to do it. And sometimes people are in love with the idea of you and not who you are at the core of you. And so it's a lot harder to do these things that we're talking about, listening and being gentle and caring, because they would just rather you sit down, shut up, and be what I had pictured in my mind.
Ooh. Well, to it
It's the truth.
because that's easier.
It's the truth. I mean, I think that men and women do the same thing. You know, you meet someone, you have an idea of who they are. When you start getting to the real meat and potatoes of the thing, and you find out that that's not exactly what you
Mm-mm.
thought, then you would rather them just continue to pretend to be whatever it is you had pictured in your
Yep.
mind.
Can you?
That's never going to work. It's not
It's
sustainable.
not sustainable. No, it's not for neither one of you. Because you're gonna keep feeling like you're being boxed in, and they're gonna keep feeling like they gotta keep shutting you down, and that's exhausting in itself.
Yeah.
Like, go get somebody else to do it. Please get out of my space.
Oh goodness. So next on my list is
Mhm.
confident. I
Ooh,
want a confident man,
yes.
not a cocky man.
Hello.
Confident man. I want him to be confident in himself
Mm-hmm.
and confident in us.
Ooh.
I It is something super sexy about a man that walks in a room confident. He commands that room. Everybody sees him, and he is making a beeline for me.
Hmm.
I like the way
Period.
he walk. Like, look at him. That's me.
Confident.
Come here, boy.
I know, right? Ooh. Confident is on my list as well. It is such an attractive trait. And yeah, just all of that.
hmm
I love it.
I,
Because it's just different. It's different. It's different when a man can be confident in who he is, especially when he may be a little different than what society may say a man should look like or act like or be like or whatever. And he's
mhm.
okay with being eclectic and out here just doing what he want to do, and it don't make him no never mind if you fuck with him or not. Like, and he's still gonna be like, I'm me. Like, I showed up and everybody's still gonna flock. It's the energy that draws you in. And I love it. I love it. I love it.
I do too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
The next thing on my list is
Okay.
secure, and I think it goes with confidence.
Yes.
I want him to be secure in himself and his business and his family and me, and also to provide security so that I feel secure in
Mm-hmm.
us. I
Mm-hmm.
think those two go hand in hand, but I
Mm-hmm.
definitely want a man that is secure and also provides security.
Absolutely. I agree with everything you said. It's the security for me. Okay. And it's just being secure in your positioning in my life, in the kid's life. Like, you ain't never got to second guess or feel like you're not wanted here or you're not needed here or anything like that. Like, and even if I be over here talking with my girlfriends, all this type of stuff, you ain't never got to think twice. You ain't never got to feel any type of way because you secure in this situation. And you kind of
Mhm,
said that with the confident, you confident in us, you secure in us. Like,
mhm,
it's like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got the, ain't no second guessing, ain't no questioning. It is what it is because I know that's mine and I'm hers, and
mhm.
that's that. So I love it.
But also providing security.
Yes,
You know, some some financial, a lot of financial, but also, I'm going to be secure in the decisions that you're going to be
yes,
making, the money that you're going to be spending,
yes.
all of those things. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, can he really afford to take me to this place?
That part.
I want to feel so confident and secure that if you took me to this place, we can definitely afford it.
Period. Because you, again, ain't going to step out of bound of what you're capable of or can handle or whatever, whatever. I could trust in
Because
that.
you don't need to, because you're a confident, secure man. You don't have to put on no airs.
You ain't got to put on no airs, baby. And you so secure that even if you see another person talking to me of the same sex or the opposite sex, because some people get upset with both.
Baby.
Listen, you ain't never getting, like, you never feeling bothered by that because you know what it is. Like, okay, that's fine. Like, baby, you're good. I want you to move about the room the way that you move about the room. Because I know your light draws them in too, boo. So it ain't never bothering me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no two ways about it. Also, security goes into my next one, which is safety. And that's essentially the same thing, but the safety just speaks more to, for me, the emotional portion of it. And that if I was to lay my deep, darkest secrets and feelings and thoughts at your feet, that you will be able to hear me. And even if you don't quite understand it, that I can trust you with that. And I will be able to feel safe within your embrace, within that space with you. And I don't have to feel like, oh, you're going to judge me or you're going to look at me crazy or any of those things. I can kind of just lay it all out with you and you're going to be like, yes, come on, you welcome in here. Come on in here. Come on in here, baby. And I'll definitely do the same. Like, first, I just want to be clear. We're reciprocating all of these things. Okay? This ain't no one-way street that we're requiring. We're reciprocating all these things. But I want to feel safe with my man that, man, today it was rough for me, babe. I couldn't hold the strength any longer. It got heavy. I want to drop it all. And you be like, I don't want you to be, baby, you stronger than that. Don't cry. No, nigga, be like, okay, listen, let it out.
What can I do?
You want me to use my shirt as your tissue? Like, whatever. Like, let me be. Just let me melt in you. Woo! Let me melt in you.
I don't know if that has anything to do with safety, but anyway.
Now, what do you mean this time? It wasn't me. I was really just thinking about falling in somebody's arm and just releasing. And yo, butt over there.
And I was thinking about melting. Anyway, but
oh Lord.
But also, safety also means for me, I don't want to be scared to be out and about when I got my man with me.
That part. Don't put me in the trenches.
If we go outside, if we hanging out, I don't want to be feeling like I got to protect you.
I ain't never got to worry about it. Or not even protect you, but I don't want you to put me in no dangerous situations. Ooh. Like, I want to feel safe wherever we go, that if we go into some ratchet hood place, you may think twice about taking me there because I'm so precious. I'm such a precious piece of cargo. You wouldn't even want to take me there.
I went out this weekend.
Oh, God.
And there was a couple standing near me. And the guy was a little fella. He was a little shorter than her. And he was kind of quiet, and she was like real outspoken or whatever. Mm-hmm. And people was like brushing past us. It was a really crowded event, so people was like brushing past us. And she said to me, oh, my boo already know. He ain't got to worry about jumping in for me because I'm going to be the one whooping their ass, and he'll be like, my boo got it. I was like, oh, yes, okay, Miss Ma'am. But also, no.
Right.
No. That's what I need you. If this girl hit me, I need you to snatch her up off me. Listen.
I ain't telling you to hit a woman, but you better not let her jump me.
I don't want you to beat her up, but I want you to make sure you snatch her up off me because I don't want her pulling my hands and Yeah. She was like, he all right. I was like, oh, yes, okay, Miss Ma'am.
It's that lifestyle, man. I don't want no parts. Again, don't bring me nowhere that you feel like I'm gonna have to be rah rah rah. I don't want to operate in that space. Okay,
Right.
I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I'm too damn old for all of that. I don't want to do it.
She didn't need to do that either. She just was that. Rah, rah.
That's what I'm saying. She used to be in that way, and apparently he is too. Used to her being that way. So
Yeah, because he was just standing there while she was saying he don't have to jump in it.
to each his own. I want to feel safe. I want to
Anyway,
feel safe.
yes. But also, I would like a smart
Yes, 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 yes.
man. So,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to think that I'm a really smart girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in talented and gifted classes and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be correcting your grammar and your spelling all the time. And I will, because you're not going to go outside and embarrass me. I want us to be able to talk about all the things. And I don't want our conversation to be limited because your vocabulary is limited or your knowledge is limited. I don't want that. So I want a smart man. I want someone that can teach me some things.
For
Because
real.
nothing is sexier than a man that can teach you
Mm-hmm. Yes, I had intelligent on my list because it's one and the same. And I, like you said, I consider myself to be a pretty bright girl, and I want somebody that's just as bright as me, and we can be able to feed off each other and do all the things mentally as well, like stimulate my mind, introduce me to some new things that you think would pique my interest and all the things. And yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Like, I'm into a lot of things. I know a lot of different things. And I just want you to be the same. I want you to know how to handle yourself in all situations because of your intelligence. You can walk in this room and talk about this and that, and it's no problem, and nobody would think any two ways, and they may even think that's your profession or you well educated in that space, and you like, oh, that's something I learned in my pastime. You know what I'm saying? But you
right.
speak so well and so intelligently that you give off that, and I love it, and I'm here for it. Yeah, I love a man that can read
Absolutely.
my mind.
I want someone affectionate. Touch me, tease me. Yeah. I want hold on tight, don't let go.
Yeah.
Yes, I want someone who I don't want a groper. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't want you grabbing on me all day, But I want you to want to touch me, be near me, want to make sure that I'm good, check on me. I want you to show affection toward me. I want other things too, but that's
Yes, I agree. That is on my list. Affection. Yes, I want somebody that could just walk past me and just touch my shoulder or smack my butt or kiss my neck, or it's just like the
say, come up behind me in the kitchen, please.
yes, it's the just because, or you good, babe? Give me a kiss, give me a big hug. Oh, I love a great hug. Yeah, because I love to kiss. I'm super affectionate that way, and I love to be up under you. I want to hold hands. While we sitting on the couch, I'm laying in your lap or you laying in my lap, and I want to be connected to you. I want you to feel me, and I want to feel you. Like it's such a beautiful thing.
I love it.
Okay, my
We
next
have to move on.
right. My next one is I'm gonna go to purposeful. Okay, and I put thoughtful and purposeful like slash. I don't know why originally, but I think it is some one of the same for me. Because
Mhm.
if you're purposeful about me, I feel like you will automatically be thoughtful toward me, right?
Okay.
And I know when we were speaking with the party goers on this topic, and one of the guys spoke towards a man being purposeful, having a vision, having a goal, and you know what I'm saying, a plan essentially. You're being purposeful about your movements. It's like strategic. It goes back to your intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're thinking enough and strategizing and trying to figure out, okay, if I do this and if I do that or whatever. And it's not just like I just overly want to focus on you and please you totally, and that's my only thought of being, right? But also,
Mm-hmm.
but also, if you view your relationship in that vein, not excluding yourself out of it, but it will come off as this is a thoughtful man. He's purposeful about how he takes care of his family. He's not frivolous and just fumbling the bag or just doing any old thing and throwing shit against the wall and hoping something stick. He's not doing that. Like he's very intentional, very purposeful, very thoughtful about every little thing. Even if he left a little note on the girl's pillow before they went to school or in their lunchbox, like that's thoughtful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for me. Even if you just hung up my robe and put it a certain type of way, you know, like that would make my day a little easier. Like just doing little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the little things add up. Okay.
It definitely does. That party goer, he was talking about, when he was talking about purpose, he was saying that, you know, that a man should come into your life having purpose for you, having a purpose in the relationship, right? And so I had on my list direction. And I was speaking about that, having direction for the relationship, but also having direction in his life.
Yes.
He knows where he's going, where he want to go. He knows how much time he want to take to get there. Yes. He's going to put me into his plan. This is what I see in the next 5 years. Are you on board? What can you do to get on the same page with me? Like, that is what I think about when I think about direction and purpose as it relates to a relationship with me. And also, you know, a man being intentional about you, setting his intentions and making it clear and plain from the beginning. This is what I want with you. This is the direction I'm moving with you. You in or out? What you doing?
Yeah.
Come on, girl. Just drag me along, kicking and screaming.
Period. I was, you know, my brain is like a radio child. And when you said intentional, all I thought was the gospel song by Travis Green. All things are working for my good. He's intentional, never fading. That's again, if you're a God-fearing man, that's how you're gonna be about your family, about your wife, about all of that. Be intentional about me. Everything is working for our good. Like, let's do. Come on, I'm just trying to make magic, baby. I'm just trying to make magic. I'm not asking for too much.
I'm trying to make magic.
You want to see a magic trick?
He got it.
Right. Put me and you together. See what you get. For real. It's just cool.
Magic.
Hello? Yes. I love that. Direction is definitely needed. And like you said, it's all tied in together, right? It's just, it's such a turn on. It's such a beautiful thing. Which goes into my next one, which is a planner. Okay. Now, some people might think this is just frivolous or whatever, but your girl been over here all my life. I had to plan, nigga, and I'm tired. I just want somebody. I don't want the excuse. I don't know what to do. You're better at this than me. Like I said when we was talking to our party goers, just like if you don't know how to fix a toilet or fix the dishwasher or whatever, who you call? Who you gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters. You gonna call a professional to come over here and fix this. You gonna call a professional, an expert, someone to come and help you. You're not gonna allow the toilet to stay broken. You're not gonna allow a dishwasher to not be able to wash a dish. You're gonna do the necessary moves to do, like, be, again, intentional, be purposeful, be strategic. Utilize your resources. That's a part of being a good leader. Like all of this is tied into each other. So I don't want to hear that I don't know how to call or Google a restaurant and figure out what they got and how I can make a reservation, or how to make, what I like. And if you're a great listener, you know what I love. Okay? And you know what would get my stuff pumping. And so I'm gonna need you to tap into that, because it's not just you rubbing your stuff across my back to say, hey. No. Plan. No. Poking me. What are you poking me? I was just playing all this shit, and your ass was just like mediocre. Oh, this is nice. No, nigga. Get somebody else to do it, okay?
It's you.
What? I was like, somebody behind me? I was scared to turn. What you see? I didn't hear the kids come out. What's going on? Totally went over my head.
Sorry, y'all.
You know we ain't have one episode just straight through without clowning. We just came. Anywho.
All right.
But yeah, I need somebody that's willing to plan. And if you don't have the resources or the know-how on your own, tap into your resources, Google some stuff. It's a bunch of small businesses out here doing some of everything. Okay. And if you want to make it special and you don't know how to do it, go consult one of them and allow them to plan the whole thing and do all the things. And you just show up like, ta-da, and pay for it. Hello. That's all I'm asking. And I'm not saying it has to be a grand gesture every time, but sometimes just put a little ump into it. Even if we're going to do a movie night, just think about me. Get the popcorn and all the stuff set up. So when I come out from giving the kids a bath and putting them down, you already got everything set up. You planned this night. I want to spend some time with you, baby. Come on, let's watch this movie and let's
go to the dollar store and make that great.
I'm telling you, like, it's so easy.
They even got the little popcorn holder.
Everything.
You can put popcorn in it and get, I like Raisinets with my popcorn. You get my Raisinets and the popcorn. Boy.
Get all the things.
You get all the things.
You the movie done. Like, just come on. Just little initiative. And if you ambitious,
listen to the movie because you won't be seeing it.
That's what I'm saying. I might be sitting on it by that time. But I'm saying, if you got, that's why it's all tied in. If you got some ambition, you're even ambitious when it comes to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lack in these areas.
And I won't have to keep coming to you saying, I need you to do. I won't need to do that because you just gonna keep showing up.
You just gonna show up. Oh Lord, I'm waiting for him. I am. I know you getting him ready just like you getting me ready for him. You getting him ready for me. Ooh, Hachi. Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna go through these few kind of quick.
Okay.
I want a sharer. I want him to be a sharer.
I got that too.
To be open. Honest.
Yes.
Loyal.
I have faithful.
Faithful. I got both.
Okay.
And I want him to be ready.
I have that too. Girl, take my hand.
Because sometimes, you be having guys with all of these great qualities, but he ain't ready.
He ain't ready. He ain't ripe for the picking.
He is not. And I don't want him. I'm not ready.
Him over there.
Don't come my way.
Don't come
Keep
over.
moving, sir. I'm not your girl. I don't need any more friends. I don't need any more. Let's just wait and see what will happen. I need to know that what you are really ultimately looking for, sir, is a relationship, be it marriage or a lifetime partnership. I need to know what it is that you are looking for. I need you to state it clearly, and let's move toward that direction. Now, it's quite possible that we can figure out that we're not for each other, and that would be okay.
And that's fine.
But if you came into the joint playing with me, I don't play with me. Get somebody else to do. Play with your mama. Don't come over here playing with me.
Period. Anyway, that just made me mad.
Sorry, we're back. And I said on here, which kind of goes in line with confidence. I want a man who knows himself. That he really knows who he is at the core of him. And if I asked him to explain it, he could tell me confidently who he is, what he stands for. I'm going to be able to see it in his life and the way he walks. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a man that really is a grown man.
Hello? That part. Woo! I agree. I'm going to have to add that to my list. That knows himself, okay? But the last few I had on here was patient. I need somebody patient. For real, because I can get a lot. I don't know. I'm a lot. But
I actually do not have that.
I need somebody that's willing to be patient with me and my children, because I have small children and they be tip-tapping all over my damn nerves. I know they're going to tip-tap on yours. I just need somebody that's going to be able to be like, hey, it's okay. Calm down. We got this. You're amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, affirm me. Be patient enough to know if you see me being overwhelmed or I'm, at my wit's end, and you're really, and even if you feel the same way, but you're willing to bring me in and be patient with me in my moment, and I would do the same with you and yours. Vulnerability is another thing on my list. It's a must. I need somebody that's willing to cry to me, let me in to all of their things and all of their fears, all of their concerns, all of that stuff, because I'm also meant to be your burden bearer as much as you are meant to be mine. And we can both go lay it at the king's feet, okay? And then I also put respectful. That is definitely a requirement, because a lot of men out here, they don't know how to respect the women's. And I don't have time. You're not going to be disrespectful towards me. I'm not going to tolerate it in any shape, form, or fashion ever. Okay? Also, accountability. I'm going to need you to be accountable for your bullshit, because you're going to mess up just like I am. And I want you to be able to take ownership of that and move forward. Okay? And don't do it again. But I'll give you grace if you do. I'm just saying. Another thing, I need a partner. You willing to be my teammate. Again, you're going to be the quarterback. I'm going to be the who gets the ball, the running back, wide receiver. I don't care. Whatever position I need to play, I'm going to do it. But I'm going to need you. And if my quarterback is down, then I'm going to still carry the team, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need us to be partners in this thing. There is no them against us, or there's no us separated on different sides, and everybody. No, we're always together. We're partners in this. And I said faithful and trustworthy was the last thing. I need somebody that's trustworthy, which kind of ties into the other stuff we already said. Me being confident in you, because you are a confident man, you're a great leader. But I need to be able to trust in you, period. That you would never violate me, that you would never misuse me. I need to trust that and believe that. So, yeah. They're my list.
That's so list. Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I had was the things I didn't want.
Yeah, me too.
And I can run those down really quickly.
Okay.
I don't want a man that's selfish, disrespectful, disloyal, unfaithful, lazy, abusive. And that doesn't necessarily mean physical abuse. That could be verbal or mental abuse.
Yes.
I don't want a man with no drive, no direction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a mean and ornery man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no corny ass clown. You could be a jokester. We can have fun. But if you just corny, I don't want it. I don't want a man that is confused
Ooh.
or sows confusion.
God is not in the midst of confusion, babe.
I do not want an unintelligent man, and I don't want a liar or cheater.
I think you named everything on my list almost. Uh, I also had confused. I don't want nobody that's confused or that is a liar, abusive, stubborn, that's closed off. I put has walls up, as in he's not open, and he's not willing to break those walls down, like, and complacent. I don't want it. Yeah, that was pretty much on my deal breaker list thus far. I am slowly but surely still learning things while I'm out here in these streets. Yeah. I need to update this list.
Life continues to move on, and so you're gonna always be learning. You should always be adding to
Mhm.
that list, or maybe taking away. I don't know.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
depends on how life changes for you. But the list can be evolving.
Yes.
But you all should know. You should know yourself enough to know what you need,
Mhm.
what you want, what you
Mhm.
deserve. You
Mhm.
have to know your must haves. You have to know your deal breakers. You cannot go out and really link up with the right partner if you don't have any clue what it is that you need and or are looking for.
Right.
So it's really, really imperative. I encourage everyone to create your list.
Yes.
Even if you're in a relationship with someone now, write that list. Make
Mhm.
sure, check in with each other. Y'all should be checking in with each other. There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with that. You got to make sure you still on the same page. And
Yes.
what do you need to do to make it fresh and new again?
Mhm. Mhm.
Y'all check in with each other. Write that list.
Mhm. And especially if you're
Maybe.
not married
Mhm.
yet and you're thinking
Exactly.
about going towards marriage, you should definitely. And if you've never wrote a list before, you should write it down. Like, because I think it helps when we have an idea in our mind, right? But when you write it down and really map that thing out, you be like, oh, they missing this, they missing. I don't know if they got that. You know what I'm saying? That may answer some
Mm-hmm.
things that you've been feeling apprehensive about anyhow, but you didn't know what it was or what exactly was making you feel this way. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
that can open dialogue within the relationship, and y'all can talk about it and see if this person is willing to, work in this area or whatever, because y'all already have started this connection. But for those who have not started a connection and are looking to start a connection, I believe that this is an awesome way to kind of just get that out of your mind and put it on paper and keep going back to it. Every time you meet somebody, and if they not meeting even the bare minimum, child, keep it pushing. Cut it, okay? But also, your deal breakers. That's just as important list. You
Mm-hmm.
have to stand 10 toes down in your deal breakers too. So
You you have to, because um this is the reason why people say, oh, you ignored all those red flags, because you didn't even know the things that you didn't want.
mm-hmm.
But if you see them in your face, it's so much more difficult to ignore those red flags. The red flags is the shit you don't want. You don't want that shit. You need to write it down.
Yes.
Listen, if you meet a guy tomorrow and he tries to do some trash shit, write that shit down so that you'll know, listen, I know I don't ever want that
Yes.
again. A lot of this shit on my list is because it's things that have happened to me.
Yep.
Relationships or situations I've been in.
Yep.
Maybe not only romantic relationships, or sometimes in my friendship.
Yep.
And now I'm saying I'm not taking none of that shit. These are very minimal things that I'm requiring.
Yep. This is
And
bare
it's
minimum.
okay to have requirements.
It's okay.
My guy should have requirements too.
Absolutely.
I'd be disappointed if he didn't. If he take any old thing in a skirt, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
I want to feel like he really had looked at me and said, when a man find a wife, he find a good thing. I want to be like, that's her, that's my woman. Tashi.
Mm-hmm.
Write your list.
Write it.
That's your homework assignment. Party goers, write your list if you haven't done so already. If you have, keep on adding to that list.
Period.
We're going to check in with y'all. We want to know. Because y'all know we be in your business.
All up in the business.
Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us today. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let us know what things you'd like to hear from us in the future. If there are topics you'd like to discuss, etc., you can email us at tandp@the.afterpartypod.com to ask all your burning questions and show topics. Be on the lookout for our subscriber-only events, and we'll be back with another episode in 2 weeks when we'll be discussing what traits can hinder a relationship.
Oh, shit.
Some of them things on this here list. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining us. Have an amazing night. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.